By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
No, I cannot fast travel there. I'm completely locked out of fast traveling, not sure why.
You might have heard. You see security personnel are good people. And Sergeant Yumi just happens to be an old friend.
Sarah will stay behind. Let's see what he has to say.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
Don't play dumb. I can accuse him straight here. Oh, we did, and a whole lot more.
Good news then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the Terramorphs, no?
We found a recording of you discussing the use of Terramorphs as a weapon.
Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
Convinced, so he knew about it. So you really don't know anything about the attacks, is that what you're claiming?
Of course. Do I look like I'm in any position to do what you're describing? So I'd very much appreciate your agreement to not share what you found. We wouldn't want anyone else jumping to conclusions now, would we?
We could lie to him. I just want to know the truth.
You want to hear the words then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti,
That was easy.
New Atlantis. My doing.
Why?
Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Yes. Associate who have been working with.
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
It seems personal.
You can be more right. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
Hmm. You didn't even trust your own people in the UC?
These were the final days of the colony war, Captain. The Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. I was concerned that if word got out, the Collective could swoop down, start breeding Lazarus plants, and overrun our worlds with waves of terramorphs. Just like what was happening on Londinian at that very moment. Sealing off the city to prevent mass death? It was the only option that made sense at the time.
You said it took you years to use the plan outside Londinian. You killed him for nothing.
Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero.
So she's been working with you?
I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
So he was working with you? Well, how could you have coordinated all from in here?
It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient. Dropped off at just the right moments to fall into the proper hands. All without the UC realizing whom you're actually dealing with. Slow work. But as you can see, ultimately effective.
Then why the hell do you care if the UC wants you as an advisor?
Why would I want to be in the good graces of the people who control my very life? I don't know, Captain. Maybe I still dream of a life outside these walls someday. A new face would be needed, of course, but it wasn't an impossibility. Though now, I'm not so sure.
So you murdered UC citizens because of some slight against your honor? Oh, well, yeah, we are the cleanup crew.
Captain, please. You've benefited here as much as I have. Maybe more. It's why I had Orlays Please reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
What kind of honors are we talking here?
Something befitting the dedication to the colonies you two have shown. While of course they can't give you a command, responsibility like that has to be earned. The Cabinet does have access to considerable resources. I expect you'll be quite pleased with the result, and none of it would have happened without my intervention.
They'd be honoring me for cleaning up your mess.
You're being honored only because I arranged the situations where it could happen. Be grateful. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlaze's role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlaze and Orlaze alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
Okay, yeah, okay, I think we're gonna have to tell the Cabinet. I will lie to him. I'll make sure everything is pinned on Orlaze.
Splendid. Then I won't keep you. You've got important work, after all. Here's to a bright future.
Why, thank you. So we need to keep it a secret just for a little bit longer. Are they on Mars or where are they? They're at the lodge.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
No, the Cabinet. So wait, I have to tell him straight away? Oh no, okay, maybe not.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Asylees are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the Cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Any leads on who might have committed the attacks?
Oh damn. Well, I don't want to tell her. I want to tell the Cabinet, not her. Well, I'm getting some intel. But I don't know.
So... do what you have to.
So I have to lie to her? I have two choices, tell the truth or lie. That's the only thing we have here. I cannot sneak past this. I don't want her to do something radical.
So, did you turn up anything on the attacks? Any idea who might have been involved?
Well, maybe.
So, did you...
Alright. Reginald Orlays.
Orlays? Reginald Orlays? He did this? I didn't think he was still alive. You're sure it was him?
Positive evidence is the only way. He's on his way to the cabinet as we speak.
I don't know much about Orlays, but anyone with a sick mind like that needs to be tried for his crimes and then dealt with appropriately.
That's some impressive work. So then give us the rundown. Where's Orlays now? Were you able to bring him in?
Lie? Wait, why would I lie about that? But he's dead. I tried, but he took his own life instead of going peacefully.
I'm sorry to hear that. Those sorts of missions are always tough. Any idea why he might have done it? Or what he was doing with the plant?
Not sure, I never found a confession.
I can't imagine the amount of work it took to deploy the Lazarus plant off-world. Strange to go to all that trouble and not state your reasons.
Well, the man knew how to hold a grudge. I wouldn't be shocked if this was him getting back at the UC for trying to put him on trial.
I guess. Well, at least he won't be able to hurt anybody else now. Might be the best we could ask for, given the circumstances. So I guess there's nothing else to do but get this all in front of the cabinet. Unless there were other things we needed to discuss.
No, we don't.
This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terramorphs.
Right, okay, no, nothing else.
And here we go.
Okay, I hope I can now bring out the truth to the cabinet. That's, well, the plan at least. And I've just lied to them, so they will not be very happy knowing that, probably.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
Right. Let's break it all down. Is that second report from where I think it's from?
This report comes from a particularly confidential source both you and I are familiar with, yes. Among the reasons its findings are so alarming. Now, is it true? Was the attack on New Atlantis planned?
Yes, but don't you worry, we have found the culprit.
The second report claims to know the perpetrator as well. Did Reginald Orlays actually commit these attacks, Captain?
The report isn't the whole truth. Orlays helped, but Victus organized the attacks.
Victus? My father, what are you...
He did what? That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
He's alive. Victus is still alive. And you people, you have the nerve to sit there and call that a mistake. People have died. What the hell is wrong with you?
That's right, Sarah, give them hell.
I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sinon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
Play emergency recorder snippet.
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
Of course it's him.
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Vavictus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
Well, that's good. I would like his life to be spared. Can you ensure that he has no more outside contacts? He used UC functionaries to get his messages out.
That's truly disconcerting to hear. But cutting off Vavictus's contact with the outside world is likely to be just the beginning of his punishment.
Right, good. The world will be a better place.
I'm inclined to agree, Captain. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the Cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the Cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
It should be wiped out.
We're already discussing the elimination of one species, Captain. Explain to me why you wish to eliminate another.
Hard for anyone to commit new attacks with the plant if we erase any trace of it.
That's only a partial solution. The UC should involve the Freestar Collective in the operation in an attempt to remain as transparent as possible.
And once Vavictus has been dealt with, this problem can end here.
And allow us to focus on the grander task to come. Very well. We'll clean up the plant.
Good.
Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic.
And that is?
The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry. I'm just now learning about my father being alive.
I'm sorry, Major, though I hope you understand why this had to be kept in the strictest confidence. Would you like a moment?
I'll be fine. We've been having similar debates ourselves. It's only the captain who has yet to share.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Right. Deploying the seals is the safest route. That's my vote.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
Here's hoping they'll be kept on a short leash.
That, madam, is most certainly the plan.
Order, please. And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
The captain is normally a trustworthy source.
Normally.
And, in this case, continues to be. He speaks for us all, ma'am.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day 1 for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you 3 the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1?
Is that
For the
good?
3 of us? Are you joking?
What is that?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
What is Class 1 citizen?
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Penthouse. But I've only been here for like 7 hours. And I already rise to the top of the rank. Well, thank you, Madam President.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you 2 are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
We have some apologies now to issue.
I can't believe you knew about my father all this time and lied to me. I thought we were... Well, I thought we at least respected one another more than that.
Well, hey, I'm sorry. They swore me to secrecy. I would have told you otherwise.
You swore.
I did.
You swore. You were just doing your duty, after all. I know what a burden that can be. Look, I guess I'm not thrilled that you kept it from me for this long, but I suppose I can see past one moment of monumental boneheadedness. This time.
Right. Let's not forget the times I saved your bacon.
And so humble, too. But you do have a point.
I do.
This is just hard to find out all at once. You know, my heart stopped when you first said it. That he was still alive. That I might have to see him again. I mean, I had to, right? It could be my last chance. And then I realized all confronting him now would prove is that he still has some sway over my life. And I know I can never escape the Sinan legacy. His and mine. But I'm not about to let my past sully a future that's brighter than it has been in a long time. And that's thanks to you. We've both got our assignments. I guess I should get a move on. Good luck out there, Captain.
Alright, hopefully we cross paths again soon. Why don't you come with me? Can I recruit her? Yeah, sure. You wanna come with me?
You know I can't do that. There's too much to be done with the TMD.
That was well a shot.
And I'm not about to let Percival have all the fun. But I do appreciate the sentiment.
But I do have a lot of space on the ship. Well, take care of yourself, Adrian.
You do the same.
Enjoy the penthouse. One of the finest views in New Atlantis.
I've heard you've been making the settled system safer.
Shall we go down and take a look at him? I think my clearance might have been removed, however. But we'll see.
You should head back upstairs. The Admiral's no longer in residence.
He's not. What are you talking about? Why is he not? Yeah, Sarah can come. So this is where he lived. Anything of value? Encrypted. Well, I guess they've killed him. Is this to us? Let's see. So the UC are doomed. He's just mocking us. Well, that will be a problem when it comes.
Informed us of your new status.
Congratulations on making the last one.
Well, well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you, Commander. It's an honor.
No need to thank me. You brought this all on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
So, do I get the penthouse for free? That's incredibly generous.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you?
Their activities. Okay, so then the main mission is over. Oh, well, the Vanguard mission. I'm ready to take on some terramorphs.
Any chance to bag some bugs, right? Well, I can provide. Let me just check my logs. Okay, these coordinates should get you to your first target. There. These missions are straightforward.
Let's see what she has to say.
Well, well, if it isn't the United Colony's newest Class 1 citizen, you've made quite a name for yourself in New Atlantis. In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion. What do you say? It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner.
All right.
Great. You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, you're all set. Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district. You'll love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city. Now that you're an owner, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
I wouldn't count on that. Well, let's go and see how the penthouse is. Still no fast traveling. At Mercury Tower.
Definitely better than the last.
Okay, not bad. Storage, I guess. This bathroom. Another bathroom. Okay, it's a pretty good view. Better than on Neon, which sucked a lot.
Got anything on your scanner?
Yeah, I got something on my scanner. Oh. Can I jump down from here? Shit, I could. Oh well. We were done exploring up there. Vanguard bug hunt. I'm not sure if we can recruit her. Maybe we need to continue a little bit more with these in order to do that, but I'm not sure. Maybe we need to do that. Let's try that, because that one sticks out a bit. He's on Mars, isn't he? That's a long loading. Maybe we're having a crash. Yeah, I think we are. It certainly didn't like us to move to Mars.
You think this is bad? Try suit walking on the exterior of a military ship during maneuvers.
Yeah, sure, Sarah.
But you all are here because you can handle it. So any questions, concerns, anything at all giving you pause, you come see Dr. Walker or I. Little problems left unchecked become big problems. And we fix big problems here, not make them. Now let's get to work. Welcome everyone to the TMD.
Yes?
And a new upload?
Yes. Hello. What? Okay. Hello.
That's stiff.
I am here to support the TMD in whatever capacity it requires. Closing log.
Interest you in a new assignment? No one else I'd rather have doing it.
I think these are just irrelevant stuff. Asking about her? I don't know. I think I need to just do some work with him, right? Well, I heard he got some work for me.
You heard right. These terramorph attacks, they caught the UC off guard. UC brass doesn't like that. So, they want us patrolling the front lines of xenological life, ensure we've got intel on any possible new alien threats. Which means, we need someone to track down said aliens, and harvest samples from them. And not just any sample from these animals is gonna do either. We're trying to build a comprehensive picture here, which requires specific cells from specific family lines of some oftentimes unfriendly creatures. So, now that the time's come to actually do the work, well, I was hoping we might be able to recruit you for the job. You know, give you a shot to earn back some trust after that fiasco with the cabinet.
Oh, I see. Well, you can count on me.
Glad to hear it. There is just one additional wrinkle. UC spec this as a one-person job, but I convinced them this sort of task merits expert backup. So, if you're interested, They've agreed to let you take Hadrian with you.
Oh.
You'll have to convince her, of course. But I don't think she'll fight you too badly.
Sure. I'd love to have Hadrian watching my back again.
I expect she wouldn't mind too badly being out there herself, so pay her a visit before you head out. Now, let's get you the details of your first quarry. Here you go.
Well, that was easy.
Head there. Find your specimen.
Right, you.
Hey, you need something?
Well, you don't really have a lot of good stuff going on for you, but I can still take you with us. I'd like to talk to you about something.
Okay, I'm listening. What's going on?
It's about my field assignment. I could use some backup.
Backup? What does that have to do with me?
Well, a soldier is telling that you belongs in the field. I think you should come with me.
Oh, I'm flattered, but I don't think so. I'm doing important work here. Percival needs my help.
She doesn't,
he would not
want
okay
to.
me abandoning my post.
Percival already okayed it. He thought we'd work well together, and so do I.
I mean, I do too, but leaving the TMD? That's a big decision.
There is so much left to discover. A scientist like you should be exploring in the field. Well, this could be the start of that bright future you wanted.
I guess you're right. I always imagined that future would be here at the TMD, but, well, maybe a change of scenery wouldn't be so bad. Besides, Percival will never let me forget it if I turn down field work in favor of a desk job. If you really need backup out there, I'll watch your six.
I'm not so sure this is such a good idea after all. It means helping out with my crew. You okay with that?
You can count on me to pull my weight. I'll always help out in combat, and I'm happy to assist you with any research too.
Having an extra xenosociologist around on this assignment sure couldn't hurt. We'll be dealing with plenty of hostile creatures. Yeah, I think so too.
Thank you for the offer. Really. It was unexpected, but I think this will be for the best. Both for me and for the settled systems.
Right, let's sign into the ship. Like that.
I'll head out soon. I just need to talk to Percival before I go. He's gonna get an earful for arranging this without talking to me about it first.
See you, Captain.
Hello, girl. Let's go. Right, we are done here. Apex Predator. That's the thing we got from there, I believe. But I think these are just repeatables, I'm pretty sure.